time to pay attention. In today's video, I'm going to tell you why I think the next few weeks could literally change our lives. I'm also going to tell you what my exact plan is for 2024, what things I'm focusing on, and also a massive warning at the end that could directly impact how much money you make this bull run. Nothing here is financial advice. This is just a transparent update of my journey and my analysis. So I made this tweet a couple of days ago where I talked about my plan for 2024. I'm aiming for an average of 30x on my entire portfolio. The key word is entire. There's no point playing this game trying to catch 100x on a meme coin with 1% of your money. I'm looking for high conviction, highly likely plays I can hit with size, because that's where the real money in crypto is. I've always said there's two major things you need to do to win in crypto, and that's 1, have a good portfolio, and 2, take profit at the right time. If you can do that, you can literally beat 99% of people in this market. So I think for the next few weeks, we either chop or bleed for a while. The reasons I think this is simple really. Each leg of a market cycle causes the next. And once you begin to realize that, understanding a market cycle just clicks for you, and you never fall into the trap of thinking that this time is different and will keep going higher. The last few months, there's no denying we had insane moments. We had Play Bull going 20x, we had meme coins going crazy. That euphoria and frothiness has to be paid for in some measure. It's always the case. You can't have euphoria without a bit of depression, and you can't have depression without a bit of euphoria. So based on that information, this is exactly what I'm doing for the next few weeks. I'm holding my core altcoin positions that I really believe in. Trying to sell and buy back is one of the biggest mistakes you can make in a bull market, especially if it's a coin that you actually believe in. I was doing that with BNB at like $20 last cycle, but luckily I got back in before we did this. But on the other hand, I told my Discord at around the top I'd start trimming shitcoins that we have in our portfolios to raise some cash, because everyone has them. Anyways, I've got some cash now in my portfolio and I've got my core altcoin positions intact. I'm not going to be touching those. This is my plan for the next few weeks. I'm going to break the market down into specific sectors. This is how I research. Typically on a usual day, I go sector by sector and I find the winners. So what I'm going to do now is, if I find winners in each of these sectors that I think are better opportunities than the ones I've already got, I'll have no problem in switching them out. Next, I'm going to be doing serious on-chain analysis. And I've actually got my own bot that tracks smart money and smart wallets in a Discord server for that. And I'm going to put 20% of my portfolio into those gems. After that, I'm going to be logging new launches that I come across. And that's really a key word for 2024 that you need to drill into your mind. New. New projects, new launches, new paradigms. That's how you'll make a lot of money in 2024. I think you could have left crypto in 2021, come back right now and still make life-changing money, even if you're 100% cash. As always, if you want to follow this journey, join the Discord. You need to follow someone who's hungry, who's doing this full time. Stop following mainstream news presenters. They already got rich last cycle, shilling exchange referring, so they have no reason to take risks and work hard to give you alpha. The reason these next few weeks are so important is we may get a massive opportunity to fix and rebalance our portfolios into the right coins at cheaper prices, because the coins you pick ultimately determine how well you do in a bull market. Let's say you have $10,000 and you bought QNT over here at the exact bottom. You're up about $3,000. Whereas if you bought TIA, if for example you bought it when I called it on my YouTube channel, so over here, you've got $40,000. This is why your portfolio matters so much. Yet people spend 30 minutes a week thinking about it, or just buy whatever influencer tells them is good. A ton of people joined my Discord over the last few weeks, and honestly, it really scared me with the things that I saw in there. So if you want a place to discuss your portfolio, or at least gain a fresh perspective, join this community before it closes forever. Okay, next up, this is a portfolio someone posted in the Discord, and I'm going to go over some of the major mistakes that people are making with their portfolios, and this is really common, so pay attention to this part of the video and make sure you're not doing the same thing. So the first issue I see over here is over-diversification. There's just too many altcoins here. The reasons why this is so bad is because you really need to start treating your altcoin positions like seeds that you sow. You need to actually look after them. Pay attention to what the team is doing. 1% of people actually do that. If you do it, you'll be able to spot the warning signs and get out if things go wrong. How many people blindly trusted this particular cycle without realizing what was actually going on and how the project worked? Another huge benefit is it helps you take profit. If you know that when we're in a bull market and this project that you've been holding has been waiting to release a huge upgrade or catalyst, you can use that as your final exit liquidity to get out. If you have 20 altcoins like this, you have zero chance of doing this. You need to have some self-confidence in yourself and conviction. Cut this out, because Gathering like 5% here and putting it into a high conviction 20x will do you so much good. Literally every rich person I know in crypto made it from high conviction bets in a few altcoins, not spraying and praying. Another mistake I see people making is holding old altcoins. The worst thing about holding old altcoins is bag holders. Last bull cycle, people really bought the tops of these coins and bought the dip all the way down, and they're still holding. So do you think when the price inevitably goes back up to here, that they're just going to keep holding? No, they're going to remember the pain that they went through and they're going to sell. And that's a bad thing for you. Another issue is it's not really new or exciting. People have already heard about these old altcoins. They want new shiny things now. Remember, the market is just supply and demand. You want as much new demand coming in as possible, with as little incoming supply as possible. Old coins suffer in both of those metrics. Another thing is specifically with VRA. Look how long it's been in a downtrend versus Bitcoin. It's been in a 3-year downtrend. When you have such strong downtrends like this, you can just expect them to continue. And I don't see any reason to swim against this tide when there's plenty of actual good altcoins to invest in. Think about the opportunity cost of being in underperforming bags. Stop being scared of cutting losers because you'll thank yourself in 2025. Now for the warning part of the video, and this is a real warning and scenario that's possible that no one on this website will talk about. There's certain altcoins in this market that will keep bleeding even as Bitcoin makes its way to 60k. Think about how crazy that statement is. But if you look at 2023, you can see that that's exactly what happened. So CFX was a coin everyone was hyping in early 2023. It did a 20x, and then since then, it hasn't even managed to break that during this massive uptrend that we recently just had. One of the biggest pieces of alpha I can give you is stop relying on influencers to make decisions for you. It's like playing a video game and handing the controller to someone who doesn't really care if you win or lose. So for these coins, not only have you got a situation where a lot of people are wrecked from buying the tops, people from here are still up huge and they're going to add to the sell pressure. The hype was built upon influencers shilling it with little underlying fundamentals. Then you've got a supply dilution coming in, node emissions, and whenever all of that comes together, it comes together for a really nasty recipe. And I think I would give an 80% chance that coins that fit this criteria over here continue bleeding, even if we're bullish and Bitcoin goes above 60k. And this is why I say to people, always focus on new and shiny things, because look at 2021, we had 2 legs, right? In the first leg, RV did really, really well. And in the second leg, it couldn't even break its old all-time high. So that just shows you that you need to focus on new things and need to let go of underperforming bags, and especially ones that have been pumped by influencers, because in 6 months, they're going to be talking about completely different bags and you're still going to be holding their coins. Now, the second scenario is some of these altcoins are such low market cap that when the true bull run comes, if they can stay relevant, which is a key word because this is an attention-based bull run, then they will flush higher. Problem is that comes right towards the end. You're waiting 6 to 18 months and the main pump comes in literally 4 weeks. Then you have 1 week to sell. Picture this scenario with me. Let's say you have $10,000 in USDT and you bought Gala over here. It goes 10x, you got 100k. You go to bed one night thinking, great, I've got 100k in Gala. Everyone's saying we're going to go higher. I'm going to sell it when it gets to 300k, 400k. You wake up the next morning, minus 30%, you're down $30,000. Are you going to have the mental fortitude, the plan, the system to be able to cut your losses from that point? Or are you going to think, okay, I'll just wait for a bounce to sell again? Problem is, you never get that bounce, and then before you know it, you round-tripped your entire bull run gains. And that's why I hate it when influencers trick people into thinking that it's so easy. You can just buy when they tell you to buy and then sell after a magical 100x and ride off into the sunset. It's never that easy. You're going to get tested a lot and shaken out a lot in between then. And I think this is what happens for most people this cycle. I'm going to start saying it in every video so you never forget. You have 10k right now, let's say, which turns into 200k, 250k, 300k at the top. But when we're at the top, everyone's going to be bullish. Everyone except me and a few other rational people are going to be saying that we're just getting started. And then you round trip back down to 25k, letting a lifetime of money slip through your hands. So to recap, this is what I would do if I had underperforming position on altcoins that are in clear downtrends and keep bleeding. I'd look at the tokenomics again. I'd look to see if there's constant supply dilution. I'd review the project again. I'd ask myself why I even bought it in the first place. If the answer is because an influencer called it, then that's a really bad sign. I'd look to DCA it out. I'd look at a fresh new opportunity. And the truth is, a lot of these altcoins that got pumped, especially the gaming ones, they won't be relevant in 12 months. Influencers never mention it again, and you'll be bag holding thinking, How did I just blow a bull market holding that garbage? It's against my best interest to say these sorts of things. If I wanted, I could just make videos on 1000x clickbait altcoins, get to 10, 20,000 subscribers within a few weeks, start shilling scam exchange links and tell people to leverage trade and make several $100s a day. But then I can't sleep at night and I'm just a clone of everyone else on this website and I could never be that. So to recap this video, I think the market chills for a bit and we start to see some cheaper prices. That's why these next few weeks are so important to fix your portfolio before the golden bull run. I'm going to capitalize on that opportunity with intense research on the winners and gems of each sector. I'm going to work my hardest to prepare well because in preparation is where you make the most money. If I had shitcoins that were in clear downtrends and I didn't buy them off any actual analysis and the tokenomics are shit, I'd look to switch them into actual good altcoins. I'm not selling any of my core altcoins because there's a chance that I'm wrong and the market just keeps going up. If that's the case, fine. My cash position is small and I'll just use that to buy new launches and new coins in 2024, just like I did with TIA. Another one of my major goals of 2024 is to be early to whatever new paradigm comes up. In 2021, it was NFTs. In 2024, I'm going to find that one new paradigm because that's really how you get those 100x plus gains, not by buying coins that influencers have already talked about on YouTube. Long term, I know that there's going to be a situation where we make so much money from the violent alt season when Bitcoin dominance starts downtrending, and I'm staying positioned for that long term. Opportunity is ever present in crypto. Just don't be that guy that gets caught in the wake of influencer hype cycles. If there's one channel to follow for 2024, it's going to be this one because I'm on a mission. Make sure you join the Discord before it closes, and thanks for watching.